stop this.
Well,
the
France.
majority have not come from desperate situations. The majority are not fleeing war and persecution.
So somewhere should
They're
we put them?
economic migrants.
Where do you think they should be put?
Well, I think that they should have the right to be able to be processed properly. I think they should have the right to apply for adequate housing.
So I think the tragedy of this is that father you spoke to.
Yes.
It's really hard to buy a house in this country, and I'm sure, had saved up for the deposit to get his foot on the ladder with a young family. And then after all of that hard work, this hotel, which may or may not be something that we should be concerned about, sort of pops up next to him. I think the real tragedy is this isn't a one-off. There are communities up and down this country who are finding out they're moving the migrants in overnight. They're waking up the next day and suddenly their home is next door to a migrant hotel. And what really, really frustrates me about it is not only are we leaving British communities living in fear, whether that fear is real or not, they shouldn't be made to live in fear. Even if it's irrational, they shouldn't be made to live in fear.
It's near a school, it's near a community.
What would you call it, 40-odd thousand, just crossing the channel alone, 45, 48,000, what would you call that?
Well, it's a crisis, Carol. It is a crisis.
No, it's not a crisis.
It's a humanitarian crisis that needs to be addressed.
It's a human not being persecuted.
Not what the Human Rights Convention says.
That's why they're put in four-star hotels. Why aren't we building... No other country does this. No other country puts immigrants and migrants in four-star hotels. Why aren't we building barrack-style accommodation?